Okay, so here's a quick tutorial on how to make the viral crochet star bag that I've seen on TikTok recently. First, we're going to start off with chaining 6 just to make a loop. We're going to bring that over, slip stitch, if I can get it in. There we go. Yarn over, pull through, and then chain 3. I'm not sure who the original creator of the star bag was, so if anyone knows, please let me know. And then we're going to be double crocheting 20. So that's the first one, and here's the second one. If you're not sure how to double crochet, all you do is yarn over once, like this, yarn over, go in, pull it out, pull through 2 loops, pull through 2 loops. Feel free to slow it down if you're not quite sure how to do it. And if you are very used to crocheting, then feel free to skip forward. I've got all the instructions, and each row should have the number corresponding in the top left corner. And I'm just stretching it to make it all fit. I don't want the hole to be any bigger than the chain 6. Okay, here I'm counting. It's good to double check. I'm not very trustworthy of my counting skills. Then we're going to slip stitch into that first double crochet you made. And that's the end of row 1. Now for row 2, we're going to chain 3, yarn over, pull through, and then we're going to double crochet 3 all in the same stitch. That's 1, that's 2, and here's 3. Then we're going to chain 2 and double crochet 3 again into the same stitch. And now we're going to skip 3 stitches. It's kind of hard to see, but we're skipping 3 stitches and starting in the 4th. And we're going to repeat what we just did. So double crochet 3, chain 2, and then double crochet 3 again, all in the same stitch. There we go. And now we're just going to repeat that around. Now once we've gotten to the end, we're going to slip stitch into the first and then into the second double crochet. Now we're on to the third round with a chain 3, and we're going to double crochet twice on top of that double crochet 3 that we made in the last row. And we're going to double crochet 3, chain 2, double crochet 3 again, like in the last round, but all inside the chain 2 space. Now we're going to double crochet twice, but make sure not to miss that first one. As you can see, I'm just pulling my stitches to make room. There's the first one, there's the second one, and we skip the last one and skip the first one to the next one. So we skip 2 stitches and then double crochet, and we're just repeating that around. Once you get to the end, we're going to slip stitch into the first double crochet, and then we're going to fasten off to change the color. Now starting with blue, we're going to skip that first one and then double crochet 4, and 4, double crochet 3, chain 2, double crochet 3 again in the space, and then once we've finished that, we'll just repeat again with the double crochet 4, skip 2, and then repeat. And it's the same each time, each row. We just add an extra 2 in the beginning, and there's the third, and we're going to double crochet 4 once again, really trying to make room there. And then once more makes 4, we skip 2, and then repeat everything again. Now we're back to the beginning. We're going to slip stitch twice, chain 3, and here's the new round. We'll double crochet 6 instead of 4, always adding 2 stitches, 3, yarn over, in, out, yarn over 2, yarn over 2, yarn over, and then last one, and then double crochet 3, chain 2, double crochet 3, and that's the same each time. Now we'll double crochet 6 instead of 4, again adding 2, skip 2, and repeat again. So as you can see, it's a bit repetitive, so if you want you can skip and just do it all on your own. And you can, this way you can add as many layers as you want to make your star bigger, or you can use less to make it smaller. But because it is repetitive, I'll come back once all the rows are complete. Okay, so now we've finished all the rows, and instead of slip stitching on this one, we're just going to cut the yarn on the very last stitch, and we're going to do what's called an invisible join. So you're going to need your needle for this. We'll just get that on the needle. And we're going to go in 2 stitches back. 1, 2, so that's the second stitch. We're going to go in those loops, pull that through, and then sew back into the last stitch we did. I've got really shaky hands. I'm going to pull that tight so it just looks like the top loop as normal, so all your edges look even. And I just tie it so it's secure. I'm going to go in those 2 loops, or just 1 loop, go back in and tighten the knot, and then you can weave in that all those ends, but I'm going to line it, so I half-assed that. Okay, now we're going to line up our stars facing putting the insides together. We're facing each other and the outsides facing out, and we're going to sew the pieces together. Once we've finished that, we're going to make the strap. Pretty simple. We're going to double crochet 4, starting in this first space, then in the first double crochet, and then second and third, and you can chain 2 or you can make, oh yeah, okay, so I forgot to record a second time. On this one I double crochet 5, but then I go back and change it to 4. But you can double crochet 2 for each row, or you can make a standing double crochet, which I do because I like it better than how this ended up looking. And you're just going to repeat that. Chain 2, double crochet 4. You're going to do that 44 more times. And so here's the end result. It's so cute. It's really adorable. You can understand why everyone thinks it's so cute. It's just a little star.